When it comes to the African safari, the Serengeti is one of the best places to witness Africa's wildlife. It's home to the Great Migration, which is when the wildebeest make a circular loop around the Serengeti into Kenya's Masai Mara every year. Now, the crowning feature of Tanzania and Africa in general is Mount Kilimanjaro. It's the tallest place in Africa and also the highest freestanding mountain in the world with an elevation of 5,895 meters. What's great about Mount Kilimanjaro is that it can be summited without climbing gear. The journey takes anywhere from 5 to 10 days to complete. Man, I'd love to do it someday. Now, one of the best places to view Mount Kilimanjaro is from the Amboseli National Park. It's located right across the border in Kenya, and I think it has one of the best views in the world, not only because it has a great view of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it's often coupled with animals such as elephants roaming free throughout the park. I mean, it's a scene straight out of Lion King. Now, afterwards, we're going to venture to Ethiopia to visit the Simien Mountains. They are home to the highest point in Ethiopia. Now, one of my favorite features of the Simien Mountains is its wildlife. They are home to the Kalada baboon, also known as the bleeding heart monkey, which can only be found in the Ethiopia highlands. I mean, it's just such an interesting part of Africa. Now, afterwards, we're going to visit the islands of the Seychelles. Now, located in the Indian Ocean off the coast of East Africa, the Seychelles are an archipelago made up of 115 islands and are home to some of the world's most famous beaches. Now, when you fly into Seychelles, you'll probably come to the island of Mahi. It's the biggest island in the archipelago and also home to Victoria, which is the island's capital. Now, there's a lot to do and see on Mahi, and it's also a great place to venture off to the other islands. One of the most famous places in all the Seychelles is the beach called Anse Source d'Argent. It's located on the island of La Digue, which you can reach by taking a ferry from the neighboring islands. It's often rated as one of the world's most beautiful beaches, and I totally understand why. It has these massive granite boulders that create an otherworldly landscape. After, we're going to visit Madagascar. After Indonesia, Madagascar is the largest island country in the world. One thing unique about Madagascar is that 90% of its plants and animal species are found nowhere else in the world. One of the most famous places in Madagascar is the Baobab Avenue. It's this dirt street lined with Grandidier's baobab trees, which are over 30 meters tall and almost 3,000 years old.